Good morning students. Today we are going to learn our first poem from our English textbook, The Teenager's Prayer. This poem is written by J. Morse, the prolific writer in English. Let us see what the real poem is. Each day brings new beginnings, decisions I must make. I am the only one to choose the road that I will take. This line says that every day comes with new beginnings, means every day we must do new things and we have to make decisions. In the teen age, what is the teen age? The age from 14 to 18 is called teen age. And in this age, students feel ambiguous. They can't make a proper decision. What is wrong and what is right, they couldn't understand in this age. And so, the teenager is praying God here in these lines. Each day brings new beginnings, decisions I must make. I am the only one to choose the road that I will take. What road I should choose in my life, I must take the decision, and there is only me to choose the road. The another stanza says that I can choose the road of life that leads to great success, or travel down the darkened road that leads to great success. There are two ways in front of me. Two ways. The two ways are, one leads to great success and another leads to great distress. And I am standing in the middle of the road, at the center of the road, and there are two ways in front of me. One which leads to great success and another leads to great distress. And I should be firm on deciding the correct path of my life which leads to great success. I want to be successful in my life, and so give me the strength to take correct road of life. Please open up my eyes, dear Lord. The poet again says that, please open up my eyes, dear Lord, that I might clearly see. Help me stand for what is right. Bring out the best in me. The poet prays God that please open up my eyes that I will clearly see which is the correct road for me and which is the wrong road for me, so that I can make a good decision for my whole life. Help me stand for the what is right and what is wrong. I couldn't understand, so give me strength to choose what is right and what is wrong. Bring best out of me. Bring out best means what are the best things, what are the good things inside me. Take out those things and tell me to choose the correct road of my life. The next stanza tells us that help Lord to just say no. Sometimes in our life we must say no. Help Lord to just say no when temptations comes my way. What are the temptations? The bad things which comes in our way. And in this age there are so many bad things which comes in our way. And so when the temptations comes our way, we must be firm to say no to them. We must say no to the temptations, that I might keep my body clean and fit for life each day. I must keep my body clean. Here it doesn't mean only keeping the body clean, but our mind also should be clean to decide all the things, all the good things in our life. The next stanza says, when my teenage years are over, and when my teenage years are over, I know that I will see. And when the period of teenage will be over, means after the age of 18, I know that I will see that the life is lived its very best with you walking next to me. and after the teenage means after the age of 18, I will see that you are also walking next to me because you have led me to choose the best way of my life which will be lead to great success, and I will be the successful man in my life and you will be following me in my way. So with you I want to be successful in my life. So the teenager is praying God to be successful in his life. He should give strength. The God should give strength to the teenager to make the good decision in his life. In this way, the poet J. Morse has discussed some of the points in the teenage. The next thing is to learn the figures of speech from this poem. The first figure of speech from this poem, I can choose to take the road of life. In this line, the metaphor figure of speech takes place. Why the metaphor figure of speech takes place in these lines? Because the road of life. Here, the road has given the symbol of life, and so metaphor figure of speech takes place in these lines. Another figure of speech is inversion. What is inversion? The change of construction of the sentence, the structure, change in the structure of the sentence. There is the proper structure given to every sentence, but for creating poetic effects in the poem, the poet sometimes change the sequence of the words, and this is called inversion in the poem. And here is an example of inversion in this poem. Decisions I must make. Here, decisions should be at last according to the structure, proper structure of the literature, but the poet has taken decision word at first to create poetic effect, and so inversion figure of speech takes place in these lines. Another figure of speech is alliteration. What is alliteration? One letter is repeated again and again in a line. What is the example of alliteration in this poem? Travel down the darkened road. Travel down the darkened road. D sound is repeated in this line, and so alliteration figure of speech takes place in this line. And at last, we will see apostrophe. What is apostrophe? Addressing to someone. The line which addressed to someone is called the figure of speech apostrophe. Here is an example of apostrophe. Please open up my eyes, dear Lord. In this line, the poet addresses to Lord. The poet addresses to dear Lord, please open up my eyes. And so, this is an example of apostrophe figure of speech. After all these figures of speech, 4 figures of speech we have learned: metaphor, inversion, alliteration and apostrophe. We have to learn about rhyme scheme of the poem. For learning the rhyme scheme of the poem, we will take the first stanza for an example. Each day brings new beginnings, decisions I must make. I am the only one to choose the road that I will take. We should know the rhyming words from the poem to make a rhyme scheme. And we know that make and take are the rhyming words from these lines. Let us see that first letter we should give for the first line of this poem, of this stanza. First letter we will give A for the first line. For beginnings we have given A letter. If the second line rhymes with first line, we will give the same letter to the second line. But here it doesn't rhyme with first line, and so we will give B letter to the second line. In the same way, the third line doesn't rhyme with first and second line, and so we will give C letter to the third line. But the fourth line rhymes with second line, and so which letter we have given to second line, the same letter we will give to fourth line. Means our rhyme scheme becomes like this: A, B, C, B. So A, B, C, B is the rhyme scheme of this poem. In this poem, we have seen the whole description of the poem, all the figures of speech, 4 figures of speech of the poem, and also the rhyme scheme of the poem. Thanks for listening my poem. Thank you.